Trying to set the mood. Trying to set the mood. Sorry for the echo. Well. What do we have here? Cut the music. What do we have here? Now, I saw this tweet this morning from Eleanor Terrett. By the way, if you don't know who that is, she is a very, very informative personality on Twitter. I think she works for Fox Business. And this was a media advisory that she retweeted. So she probably got this from her email. She states, breaking, Department of Justice Criminal Division will hold a press conference at 12 p.m. to announce a major international cryptocurrency enforcement action. The U.S. Treasury will also announce an action. The Treasury? Okay, I actually didn't read that part. Live stream will be linked on DOD website and more info below. So they're going to have Deputy Attorney General Lisa O. Monaco. I don't know these names, by the way. I'm just going to read it. Assistant Attorney General Kenneth A. Polite Jr. I'm not sure how to say the last name. Criminal Division, U.S. Attorney Breon Peace, Eastern District of New York. Associate Deputy Director Brian Turner, FBI. Deputy Secretary Wally Adeyemo, Department of Treasury. So we got the Treasury, we got an attorney, we got two attorney generals. We have a District of New York attorney, and we have the FBI. This is an international cryptocurrency enforcement action. I don't know what the hell's going to go on, but I can already tell you the markets don't like this news because everything is just dumping all of a sudden. Bitcoin's down 3%, Ethereum down 4%, BNB down 4%, XRP is down 5%. Binance is down, sorry, not Binance. Cardano is down 6%. Dogecoin is down 9%. And this is just in the latest hour. We're just reading the latest hour, okay? We're not even reading like a 24-hour cycle. Solana is down 10%. Polkadot down 10%. SHIB down 10%. Litecoin down 3%. Tron down 3.7%. Avalanche down 6.4%. Uniswap down 8.5%. Stellar down 6.29%. Everything is down right now, guys. That's just pretty much the best way I could sum it up. So in about 20 minutes here, this is going to go live. I'm hoping that this is not the quality because this is blurry AF. But yeah, I have no idea. Oh, wait. This is HD. How come they don't have 1440p like this stream, huh? That's HD. This is HD. All right. It's government. I don't know. But yeah, everything is dumping right now. Is there anything that hasn't dumped? Through you? Oh, this is a stablecoin. All the stablecoins are the only ones. Yeah. Everything else is dumped significantly across the board. You can go to cryptobubbles.net and see all the bubbles here on the weekly. So keep in mind, the weekly we're still up except for Flare. Well, that's not good. What is Flare at right now? FLR. Ay. Yeah, everything just dumped simultaneously. Mind you, like on the weekly we're still up. So even though everything just dumped significantly, this is still a pretty good percentage overall. Mana being the winner here at 67% on the weekly, which is crazy. I don't know what FXS is. I have no idea what that is. I don't know. I think this is helium. Sand, Comp, Solana, Optimism. This is curved out. I don't know what this is. CVX. 20 minutes, man. I have no idea what to expect. I mean, we can go over the initial announcement. The Deputy Attorney General Lisa O. Monaco will lead a press conference to announce a major international cryptocurrency enforcement action. The U.S. Department of Treasury will also announce an action in this space. TV coverage will be provided by the network pool. Still, photographers must RSVP. Yet everybody, they know that everyone is going to, they know everyone is going to stream this. Like, I don't know why they even mentioned you must RSVP if you want to be a photographer. Like, yo, we're going to make content on this. Like, Gone are the days that like you can have secrecy, like true secrecy, and then like they're live streaming it. It's not like it's going to be a secret thing. And then they announced it to the media, and the media is going to be like, oh, let's announce it too. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's a secret. Like, why do you have to? I guess it's like a on-site thing, I guess. Professional Degenerate says XRP settlement. Maybe. That is possible. That is definitely possible. We don't know, man. We don't know what is going on. We don't know. This just came out of left field. The markets have reacted to it already. The fact that the Treasury is involved could have some kind of dealing with XRP. That is very possible. And I think the Department of Justice, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Department of Justice already gave clarity to XRP back in 2015 or 2016. So that's very possible as well. I don't know about a so XRP settlement. Let's talk about it. XRP settlement. Do I think that they're going to announce a settlement here? I don't think so. I think that's for the courts to decide. Now you can say, well, it's the Department of Justice. Don't they have some kind of overseeing over the courts a little bit? I don't really know how that works. To be honest, I don't have a law degree. I don't really follow the government that much, other than like whenever they're screwing us over, that's where I take notice. But I don't see that happening. Like, why would they announce it on a live stream? Why wouldn't they just make like a I don't know. I mean, I guess this is a press conference, so it's possible that they could announce certain cryptos to be like, hey, these are the good actors. And then everyone else needs to come through a new regulatory body. And what if this is what I think is going to happen, honestly. Honestly, I think this is what's going to happen. They're going to announce a new regulatory body to oversee crypto. And it's going to be international. It's going to be like on the level of World Economic Forum and it's going to be a new regulatory body. That's what I think is going to happen. Do I think that regulatory body will give clarity to XRP and other cryptos? Absolutely. But I don't think they're going to just go out and say, XRP has been settled. Hurrah. I don't think it's going to be like that. I have a very hard time believing that they're going to do it like that. Professional Degenerate says, odd how it happened while the World Economic Forum is happening, eh? It is odd. That is very odd. That's a very good point. That's a very, very good point. It is very odd that we were getting this kind of like insight, or not insight, but we're getting this kind of press conference like as the Davos 2023 is going on. So the timing, I mean, it's not odd actually. It's not odd. It's almost like this was planned. It's almost like this was planned. I don't know. We are 16 minutes away. Man, what is the response on Twitter here? Let's go read some comments here. And I'm really scared of scrolling on Twitter in general because of Twitter is a dangerous place to scroll on, especially because there's no filter on Twitter. But let's just see what people are reacting to for this tweet specifically from Eleanor Terrett. Johnny Deaton, one of the best crypto lawyers out there, tweets this: CZ Binance was just given regulatory approval in Poland. I don't believe it involves Binance. Okay. Rose XRP, and you notice that a lot of people are going to be XRP supporters. I'm a big XRP guy, so I do know all these people in the community. But Rose XRP says, thanks for the heads up. The future is here is saying, are they going after Coinbase with style? I don't think that they're going. See, I truly think they're going to have a regulatory body be announced and overseen by Congress. Because I think this is bigger than just, oh, we got to vote on it. Like this, you guys understand, like crypto is first of all, it's here to stay, right? It's growing ever so rapidly. It's not going to slow down ever, right? And I think we need a regulatory body that is specific towards crypto and not in between the commodities the CFTC, the commodities, and then the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, because the securities deal with companies directly, and crypto is a whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, breaking news from, hold on. We have breaking news from Watcher Guru. Just in, over 600 US law enforcement entities use a secret system to track Americans' money transfers. Could this be linked to what we're about to see? Could this be linked? I don't know. I'm gonna retweet that. Could, my brain is exploding right now. This be linked to the DOJ announcement? Like, what if they come out and say, hey, we've been watching you guys for, I don't know, 10 years since Bitcoin was a thing. We created Bitcoin, by the way. And now we're going to move into the next phase of crypto, and we're going to be all connected internationally. So that way there's nowhere to hide, right? And if you sold in this country, that country, you pay tax for this country, that country, and it's like built into like the actual exchanges or whatever. Maybe that's what's gonna, I don't know. The world is our oyster right now in terms of information and where this is going to go. I don't have any insight as to what it is other than the actual press release that we saw on Twitter just a second ago. But man, that is crazy. All right, let's go back to this. Another person says Binance. Raz says Barry Silber, what did you do? Okay, I know that we've had doom and gloom for the past like year since like the Luna crash and then the Celsius crash, the Voyager crash, and then FTX at the end of the year, and then now we're starting off with Davos. I know a lot has happened and there's been a lot of like memes that have just occurred out of nowhere. But Barry Silbert, I believe, was being messaged by, I think he was messaged by the Gemini people, the Winklevoss brothers, and it's just funny that like everyone is in tune with everything, because the beautiful thing about crypto is the transparency is there. Even if you try to be a bad actor, if you're on a public blockchain, we're going to see what you're doing, even though you might say something different. For instance, like they might say, I'm not doing illegal activity, and then the blockchain associated with your wallet says otherwise, right? We have this kind of technology now where we can just refer to a ledger, or you could say a ledger, a database, AI accountants, whatever you want to call it. We can look shit up now, and there's nowhere to hide. You know, this is crazy. Like, it's just crazy how much things have evolved and how more aware people are becoming by the day. Let's see what else we got here. Thank you for being real, not turning into Charles. Yeah, Charles Gasparino has just turned into a degen. There's connections for his wife to like SEC Gary Gensler type stuff, so that's not good for anyone. Our media is not being honest with us. If our media is not being honest with what's going on, and I don't want to talk about the elephant in the room, but I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, but you know where I'm going with that. If people don't talk about shit and that you know, we've been misdirected or lied to about certain things, yeah, we need to, you know, address that media, because the media is literally how we absorb content outside of like alternate media, which is like YouTube, and I would argue like YouTube, Twitter, maybe a little bit of Reddit, you know, doesn't have like a major corporation backing them. If we can't address that, then we're not getting the real news, and people will just accept whatever. Let's say the day before the US government hits the debt ceiling. Ooh. What does that remind me of? Deflection. Interesting point here by Jeepin' Ain't Easy. Some of these usernames are really interesting. Let's see. Time for Gensler to go. That was like, okay, yesterday was a really great day for me. I'm not gonna lie, Twitter has been amazing last 48 hours for me personally. I've been growing like crazy, and we hit 100 subscribers yesterday on the channel during my live stream. We hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, so that's been awesome. But if Gary Gensler is fired today, I will throw a party for everyone. I'm throwing a party. I'm inviting everybody in my city. Come to my house. We're going to have a party because Gary Gensler has been fired. That would be the real Christmas for me. Like, Christmas was kind of like, it was all right. But that would be the real Christmas. That would be the real fireworks show. That would be amazing if Gary Gensler could go. Because if Gary Gensler's gone and we have somebody that is more... Because he knows about crypto. He's just a bankster, bro. If we have someone that is in crypto that wants this space to thrive and gives us rules to the road and doesn't go after, doesn't use enforcement as regulation, to just give us like something to, what is a security, right? Give us a clear fucking definition of a security, right? If we get that and Gary Gensler's gone, I'm going to have a good day, another good day. Right? It's been a great week already, but that's gonna make my month. That'll make the year. Fuck that. That'll make the decade. 2020, the 2020s. That'll make the 2020s for me. Man, I hope that happens. Anders, this, I love this gift. This is one of my favorite gifts that post ever. LOL Tate ? Tate? Like Andrew Tate? What does Andrew Tate have to do with anything? Some of these people on Twitter are lost. What does Andrew Tate have to do with crypto at all? Like, has he purchased crypto? Probably, but what? Get out of here. Tether most likely. After FTX saga, any entity registered in questionable jurisdiction is the low-hanging fruit. Also, Tether enforcement action is the one which will cause most short-term damage to markets, and DOJ has a favorable chance to win, but who knows which entity it is. That is a very, very good point. That's very valid. I think that is very valid. Tether could be out. They could regulate Tether out of existence with one video. That could happen. I still think it's more likely that we're going to get an announcement of a regulatory body and a request or demand for the rest of the world to either make a body and join the committee or something, or because we had a moment in the last internet boom, because this is like internet 2.0, or I guess you could say 3.0. We call it Web 3, even though, did we ever have a Web 1? I thought the Web 1 was the 2000s. What happened to Web 2? I don't get it. I don't know how we got this term Web. How did we get the term Web 3 if we never had a Web 2? What was the Web 2? Was it social media? Do people classify social media as Web 2? Because I guess that is the evolution of message boards and AOL, like AOL, the actual platform AOL. I don't know. I want to say it's Web 2.0 because the web that we know it as we know it has never really changed like this. Like, it's never evolved like this. I guess maybe you could make the argument that Web 1 was the TC/IP protocol, which is how you basically connect to everything in general. And then Web 2 was like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and then now Web 3 is crypto wallets. I don't know. Or maybe Web 2 was email. I don't know. I just think I don't know. I'm kind of lost in thought now. Let me know what you guys think. This is all US, or this is the US, all hype, no action. Probably will be some tiny exchange that no one has heard of, all because the owners couldn't afford to make political donations. I think this guy's being a little bit of a Debbie Downer here. I don't think that's kind of the SEC's job, right? But then again, we don't really know what the SEC's job is or role is in this. Like, they just been doing what they think is right. What they think is right, right? Whatever they think is right. Right after Bank of America made a statement on, oh, that's so true. Oh my God. Can we find that? Hold on. Let me see if I can find that Bank of America statement. Let's see if we can find it real quick. Bank of America, CBDC. It says something about CBDCs. I don't know if it was at Davos or... Oh, here we go. Bank of America says that CBDCs are the future of money and payments. Now, let me show you guys something if you don't already know this. This is going to blow your mind if you don't know. But guess who Ripple is partnered with? Bank of America. Oh, you can't see it. Bank of America, right there. They're also partnered with Novati, Money, NetInt, Trangolo. All these names that I can't pronounce. SABB, Bank Santander, SBI, which is a huge bank worldwide, right? So this could be this could be related to that. This could be related to that. The question is, are CBDCs going to coexist with stablecoins? That is my question now. That is my question. Because if it is, then why do we need CBDCs? We could just use like the Tethers and the USDCs, the Gemini dollar, the whatever the stable coins are already, and then you could just make iterations of them for the euro, the yen, etc., and run them all on these different networks. But Bank of America says that CBDCs and stablecoins are the future of money and payments. They said that yesterday. And this is all going on during Davos 2023. We can look up Davos 2023 real quick. See if we can find anything. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. So Hedera is at Davos 2023. I hate this freaking boom mic. It doesn't want to stay put. It just doesn't want to stay put. It don't want to stay put, man. Let's see. Okay. A lot of Hedera talk. There's some activist stuff. Okay. We run out of time here. We run out of time. It is time. It is game time, y'all. It is game time. We don't know what the hell is about to happen. I'm going to keep Twitter open over here so I can keep an eye on Twitter. We don't know what is going down. All we know is that it's time to see what the hell this is about. And it's live. I just want to make sure we're live here. Woo! All right. Lay it on me. Lay it on me, DOJ. Are we going to have a nice 2023 in crypto land? Or is it over? Is it all over? We'll see. It's live. Come on. It's 11. Hey, I started on time, bro. Let me see. What's this? Oh, it's doing something. Let's just hit the refresh button just to make sure. Okay, yeah, it's live. 100% it's live. Keep an eye on Twitter in the meantime. And I'm going to do another shameless plug real quick. Yo, these guys are late, man. It's 11:01. Start the show. I'm calling this show until otherwise. 200K deposited in your bank. What's your first move? Buy everything that I wanted to buy in Cryptoland. That would be my first move. Oh, the quality got better. We got HD. Is my camera in the way? There we go. All right, we got HD. Let's go. These guys are late, bro. Punctuality is not a thing in our government, huh? What is going on? I don't want to miss a second of it, so I'm gonna make sure on another browser that I'm not missing nothing. Yeah, okay. I don't know what's going on, guys. They are not punctual. This is just another indication that our government is incompetent. Have to fill the dead air. They don't know how to help your boy out with the stream, huh? Come on, man. What's going on here? Okay, I guess we'll put on the music. And now we wait. Now we wait. Are we going to get a good day in crypto regulatory history? Is this going to be good for the crypto space? Is this a bullish or bearish event? That is what we will wait and find out. The start time is at 11 a.m. Central Time, 12 p.m. Eastern. It is now 12 p.m. on the East Coast, and we still have no stream. We still have no stream, and we've lost HD quality. I'm gonna do one more quick refresh. And nothing. Was this a giant debate? Have we all been deceived? This is all a giant debate. We've all been deceived. There is nothing going on. We will be in purgatory forever. We will be in purgatory until the day we die. Crypto will never see the light of day. What is happening, bro? Okay, I'm just making sure that other channels don't have the content that I'm trying to create. Of course they do, but I'm just trying to make sure that they're also waiting as well. We're all waiting now. We're all waiting. We are all just spectating. We are all just here patiently waiting to see what is about to be announced to the world. This is an international event, an international enforcement action. The DOJ is going to go live sometime today. This reminds me of a story when I used to go live sometime on some day when I didn't hit the live button because of insecurity. Did people want to watch the content I was going to provide? Did people really care about Crypto Hado? Back then, my name wasn't Crypto Hado. It was something else. But we won't talk about that. I sound like a boomer. Okay. We are now 6 minutes past the hour. And we still have no stream. Again, we are waiting for the Justice Department to announce an international cryptocurrency enforcement action. And sometime they will get their head out of their ass so we can get that news that everyone and their mother is waiting for in crypto land. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Yuri says maybe DOJ takes enforcement action against Russian exchange Bitlatso. Why would they announce a live stream for an exchange though? Wouldn't they just announce that like as a press release and not a live stream? Why would they live stream it? I mean, there could be some Russian stuff there, yeah. They might need to take some action because of Russia, but I don't know. Not really sure why they wouldn't. Why they would do that? Oh boy, they are late. I just want to say, if anyone is late for a job, tell the employer or boss to go fuck yourself, because the government that we live for, or live by, right? Our government is 7 minutes late to their own press conference. They're 7 minutes late. Okay. Well, I know this isn't gonna happen, but what happens if they play this all of a sudden?
You got your baited. You got your baited.
What if that happens? I would be like, well done. Well done. Government we live for. Yeah, it's not a Freudian slip. It is simply we live for government. Like everything that we do is because of the government. Oh. Okay. All right. Lay it on me. These are the people.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks all for being here. Today, the Department of Justice has dealt a significant blow to the crypto crime ecosystem. Justice Department agents and prosecutors, working in partnership with the Treasury Department and French law enforcement, have disrupted Bitslato, a China-based cryptocurrency exchange notorious
Yuri, how did you know?
Criminal proceeds from the dark net.
Yuri called it.
And last night, agents of the FBI arrested Bitslato's founder, Anatoly Legadimov.
Who?
I am joined today by the Assistant Attorney General for the Criminal Division, Kenneth Polite, the United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, Breon Peace,
Yuri called it.
FBI Associate Deputy Director, Brian Turner, and the Deputy Secretary of the Treasury, Wally Adeyemo. Today's law enforcement actions put all of those who seek to exploit the cryptocurrency ecosystem on notice that the Department of Justice will use every tool, working along with our partners, every tool that we have to attack the criminal use of the dark net and cryptocurrency. And we are taking steps to address the crisis of confidence in the cryptocurrency markets, where criminals and fraudsters seek to operate beyond the reach of law enforcement.
Okay.
Malicious actors, working from what they think are safe havens, are exploiting crypto markets and flouting the laws and the regulations that guard the integrity of our financial system, and along with it, the earnings and investments of law-abiding Americans.
That's me.
It's no secret that cyber criminals rely on these bad actors to launder their criminal proceeds from cryptocurrency into fiat currency. But today, Thanks to a coordinated international effort, Justice Department prosecutors and agents have disrupted a busy corner of this criminal ecosystem.
Ooh.
Last night in Miami, FBI agents arrested Legadimov, a Russian national and the founder and majority owner of Bitslotto, a Hong Kong registered cryptocurrency exchange. The charges allege that he operated Bitslotto as a high-tech financial hub, as he put it, that catered to, quote, known crooks. Bitslotto failed to implement safeguards required by U.S. law,
SBF?
safeguards that enable law enforcement to detect and to investigate financial crimes. Instead, Bitslotto facilitated the transmission of hundreds of millions of dollars in illicit funds, fueling darknet marketplaces, and laundering the proceeds of ransomware attacks. For example, as alleged, Bitslotto was a crucial financial resource for the notorious Hydra darknet market, the disruption of which I announced from this podium last April, at that time with our German partners.
April! That's when the market crashed.
Was the world's longest
Wait a
running
minute.
and largest darknet marketplace, responsible for 80% of the world's darknet transactions. Together, Hydra and Bitslotto formed a high-tech axis of crypto crime. Hydra buyers funded illicit purchases of illegal drugs, stolen financial information, and hacking tools from crypto accounts hosted at Bitslotto. And sellers of these illegal goods and services at Hydra sent criminal proceeds to accounts at Bitslotto, all to the tune of over $700 million in direct and indirect transfers.
That's it?
Between 2018 and 2022.
That's it?
Now, I've said before that we would go after the entire ecosystem that allows cyber criminals and illicit actors to flourish. Today's action against Bitslotto, as with the disruption of Hydra, reflects another critical step in executing on that strategy. At the time of Legadimov's arrest, and continuing into the early hours of this morning, the department's international and domestic partners engaged in a coordinated campaign of disruption. That campaign includes law enforcement actions in multiple European countries, the seizure of Bitslotto's servers, and enforcement actions by the Treasury Department here in the United States. These actions show not only the broad scope of the defendant's alleged crimes, but also the international net dropped by law enforcement to stop him and his business partners. With these actions, today marks the end of the Hydra Bitslotto crypto crime axis. We've also busted the business model of the cyber criminals that Bitslotto supported. And coordinated operations like these against Bitslotto, using all tools and designed for maximum impact, are the linchpins of international success against cybercrime. Our actions also mark the most significant enforcement effort against a cryptocurrency exchange by the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team, launched last year following a comprehensive cyber review led by my office. To all of those exploiting the cryptocurrency ecosystem to enable crypto crime, we have a clear message. We will not only target hackers, fraudsters, and criminals that mask their profits in cryptocurrency, we are also unleashing the full force of the Department of Justice on the illicit actors and entities that support cyber criminals, like Legadimov and Bitslotto. Operating offshore or moving your servers out of the continental US will not shield you. And whether you break our laws from China or Europe, or abuse our financial system from a tropical island, you can expect to answer for your crimes inside a United States courtroom. I want to thank the agents, analysts, and prosecutors who worked diligently to investigate this case. And finally, a tremendous thanks to our foreign partners and the Treasury Department for their collaboration in this and other cryptocurrency and cybercrime cases. And now let me turn the podium over to Assistant Attorney General Polite.
Okay, so far this is nothing. But okay, who cares?
Thank you, Deputy Attorney General Monaco. When the department announced the creation of the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team in late 2021, we set forth the blueprint on how INSET would work to disrupt criminal abuse of the cryptocurrency ecosystem.
Just say Gary Gensler's name,
We
please.
named Eun-Young Choi, an accomplished leader on cyber and cryptocurrency issues, and a seasoned department prosecutor to be INSET's first director. We said that INSET would investigate those who enable the use of digital assets to facilitate crime, with a particular focus on virtual currency exchanges and services. And we said that INSET would enhance the department's collaboration with domestic and foreign partners in aggressively investigating and prosecuting crimes involving cryptocurrency. Today's actions against Bitzlato, the first public enforcement action led by INSET, are precisely what we had in mind. As the Deputy Attorney General described, Bitzlato is a cryptocurrency exchange that allegedly facilitated illicit activities by making it easier for bad actors, including ransomware groups and dark web drug pushers, to conceal their identities and profit from their misconduct. Bitzlato accomplished this in part by flouting key requirements of anti-money laundering programs and helping criminals hide their transactions behind the anonymity of the blockchain. But today, Bitzlato's co-founder and senior executive is in handcuffs here in the United States. And agencies around the world have taken strong action.
I hate this government.
That Bitzlato can no longer facilitate crime. None of this would have been possible without strong partnerships on the domestic.
Who asked for this?
Between INSET, other parts of the criminal division, the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Eastern District of New York, and the stellar teams of FBI agents.
Stellar?
Between U.S. law enforcement and our counterparts.
I'm grasping at
in
straws
France,
here.
And between the department and our colleagues at FinCEN. The department also drew heavily today on its deep bench of international experts, including our new Cyber Operations International Liaison and our legal attaché in Paris.
Who?
The work announced here today is
Who,
a
Megalo?
textbook case for what we can accomplish when INSET works with its partners here and abroad to disrupt
Yo,
the
smash
harm
like, hit the subscribe
caused
button. Appreciate it.
by
Everybody
criminal
watching.
Cryptocurrency platforms. And we are just getting started.
Oh,
I now turn the podium over to my colleague.
we're
U.S.
just getting
Attorney
started. What does that
Yonkins.
mean? You like saying that line.
Thank you, Assistant.
And we're
Attorney
just
General
getting
Polite.
started.
I'm Breon Peace, United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, and I'm honored to speak today about the work of the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York, INSET, FBI, and all of our other partners, what we've done with respect to investigating and prosecuting
L for sure,
Anatoly
bro.
Legadimov.
Didn't you are
Today,
now a
my office
mod?
unsealed charges against Legadimov for operating Bitzlato. As you've heard, a cryptocurrency exchange.
Then he is now a
whose
moderator.
stock
Congrats.
And trade was that it allowed users to open accounts.
That's
with
the real
minimal
announcement.
Identifying information.
Yes, you
The
are mod.
result was that Bitzlato became a safe haven for criminals, including drug dealers and ransomware groups. They knew that when the police traced their funds to Bitzlato, Bitzlato would not be able to turn over its users' true identity.
Bro, this is the most press that Bitzlato has ever received. I've never heard of this
Majority
place.
Shareholder and sat atop of its organizational chart, knew full well about these violations. Bitslato's executives
And what?
communicated
Hold on.
on their encrypted chat system about the
What about FTX?
on their exchange.
What about FTX, bro?
Policy of
Did we just forget about that shit?
no identifying information had
How the fuck are we gonna just not talk about FTX?
end quote. Bitslato conducted its business in a brazenly lawless manner that is directly at odds with the rules of honesty and integrity that must govern the financial marketplace. To anyone who still believes that they can hide from the law by using cryptocurrency, this prosecution should put that illusion to rest. Although this was a global crime, its effects reverberated in the Eastern District of New York. Bitslato did business with individuals residing in our district. It accepted connections from computers in our district, and the defendant was continuing to administer.
This is a joke.
From the moment
This is a
he got
joke,
off the
right?
plane at John F. Kennedy Airport in Queens, New York, last
This is
October.
a fucking joke.
In my office, the Eastern District of New York is at the forefront of cryptocurrency prosecutions, and this case continues
I'm losing my
recent
mind, bro.
prosecutions in this space.
Let me in the office.
2 weeks
Just let
ago,
me in the
charged the
office.
developer
Let me solve all the
and
problems,
accused
bro.
with defrauding its customers in a rug pull scheme. And last month, we charged 4 individuals located
Nigga,
in the
rug
United
pull?
States and
Nigga,
Canada with sending tens
Rug-
of thousands of dollars worth of cryptocurrency to aid ISIS. Partners in law enforcement, we are committed to carrying out the most sophisticated and technically demanding prosecutions
Are you
that
serious?
matches the tempo of the criminals. we
Wow, bro. Oh my.
Our partnership with the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team enhances our work in this space, and we look forward to our continued collaboration. I want to
Oh my God, $10,000. Oh my God, so much money. Oh no.
Alexander Minland, who is detailed to INSET.
It's not like Sam Bankman-Fried did billions,
Marty McConnell,
motherfucker.
along with INSET trial attorney Scott Meisler and Matthew Blackwood for their excellent work on this case. I'll now turn
Blackwood.
the podium over to FBI Associate
Blackwood.
Deputy Director Brian Turner.
They can't see him.
Thank you, Breon.
Is this Blackwood?
I am pleased to represent the FBI here today.
What's up, Blackwood?
Anatoly Legadimov.
You can't even say his name, Blackwood. Come on, bro.
Of more than
Come
a
on,
year of
brother.
hard work by our men and women in the New York office and also across the United States.
Oh, that's the
and
Adeyemo.
overseas. Legadimov is a Russian national living in China who was arrested in Miami for the crimes he committed in the United States by operating an
Damn, why is everybody in Miami?
currency exchange registered in Hong Kong.
Everybody wants to go to Miami these
Probably
days.
thought his cyber criminal enterprise and the dirty digital money that cycled through it were outside the reach of the U.S. government. But he and his Bitslato cryptocurrency exchange were not operating with impunity. Neither was the illicit Hydra darknet marketplace in which Bitslato exchanged over $700 million, as the Deputy Attorney General mentioned.
I gotta give Yuri credit. He called it. He called
We
it
shut
before
down
anyone
and
said
locked
anything.
the door on Hydra last April. Both of these actions were made possible because of the FBI's strong relationships with our law enforcement partners around the world. Over the course of our global investigation into Bitslato, we found that more than $15 million of the ransomware proceeds have been laundered through the exchange, making the platform a clear enabler for ransomware actors. Unfortunately for the defendant and Bitslato, one thing that the FBI understands is how to take down cybercriminal organizations.
That's about it.
Our overall strategy to combat
That's all you know how to
cybercrime
do.
involves going after all key parts of that criminal ecosystem mentioned by the Deputy Attorney General, the actors, their finances, and the supporting infrastructure. When you combine this arrest with the French authorities' dismantlement of Bislato's financial infrastructure, digital infrastructure, and the actions taken by the Treasury.
I can't believe they've announced this huge live press conference for $700 million. This is so fucking ridiculous.
Tell you by the folks that I'm standing up here with that we are committed to taking a whole of government approach to the fight against financial crime and cybercrime, a fight to protect our country, its citizens, and our national security. So let this be a reminder to the cyber criminals around the world. No matter where you are, no matter how much you twist and turn to cover your tracks, there is a risk and there will be consequences. I'd like now to introduce Deputy Treasury Secretary Wally Adeyemo for some additional remarks.
Miami Eagles MX. What's
Let me
MX?
start out by thanking the Deputy Attorney General for her leadership on this set of issues and for the work that is being done here at the Department of Justice, and to thank our colleagues at the Department of Justice for
Same guy?
such great partners, not just on
It's the same guy. What the fuck?
action,
Same name?
but on going after this ecosystem more broadly. I think that
We need a better production
thanking,
team.
our colleagues here, I want to thank the talented men and women at FinCEN for using a new set of authorities that Congress gave us to go after illicit financial action in Russia so quickly and to do it so effectively. One of the things that those people in this ecosystem count on, those who are cyber criminals that work globally, is that they will be able to escape prosecution in the United States.
Yo, remember to smash the like button, hit subscribe. We make content on this channel regarding crypto gaming. We don't really care about this kind of shit, but this was supposed to be big news. This is a nothing burger though.
World that we will work in a global, consolidated fashion to take action against them, to protect our citizens, and to protect the global financial system. Today, as part of the U.S. government's action against the virtual currency exchange Bislato, Treasury's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network has taken steps that expose and disrupt Russian cyber criminals and their enablers. FinCEN is officially identifying Bislato as a primary money laundering concern in connection with Russia's illicit finance. Bislato has repeatedly facilitated transactions for Russian-affiliated ransomware groups, including Conti, a ransomware as a service group that has links to the Russian government and to Russian-connected darknet markets. 2/3 of Bislato's top counterparties are associated with darknet markets or scams. And
Bislato!
receives virtual currency worth almost $500 million.
I've never heard of this company or exchange before today. I've not even, like, dead ass. I've never heard of it before.
50% of all known Bislato transactions during this time involved Russian illicit finance or otherwise risky sources. Bislato is particularly active in facilitating illicit activity, but it is ultimately part of a larger ecosystem of
How the market's
cybercriminals
looking.
that are allowed to operate with impunity within Russia. It is well known that Russia is a haven of cybercriminals, where the government often enlists them for its own malicious purposes. The majority of ransomware incidents reported to FinCEN in the second half of 2021, for example, were conducted by Russia-related cyber ransomware actors. At a time when Russia is waging a brutal and unjustified war in Ukraine,
That's recovering a
as it
little
seeks
bit.
to circumvent sanctions and governance controls to fill its coffers and sustain its violence, we will not tolerate criminals enterprises that enrich Russia's malicious interests. Because of its significant operations in and connection to Russia and Russia,
The market died for this press conference.
national security, the integrity of the U.S. and international financial sector, and business and institutions worldwide. Identifying Bislato as a primary money laundering concern effectively renders the exchange an international pariah. It imposes special measures on covered financial institutions, prohibiting them from transmitting funds to or from Bislato or from any account or wallet administered by or on behalf of Bislato.
It's not even listed on CoinMarketCap.
We are prepared to take action against any financial institution, including virtual asset service providers with lax controls against money laundering, terrorist financing, or other illicit finance. And we will not hesitate to expose and hold accountable virtual asset service providers, darknet markets, or anyone else facilitating cyber criminals using this new authority or other authorities within the Treasury Department. And we look forward to doing this in
I'm gonna start a poll.
in collaboration with our colleagues here at the Department of Justice. Thank you.
All right, with that, I think we'll take some questions. CNBC, Eamon, why don't you kick us off?
Yeah, thank you. Two questions if I could. I mean, the first one is, Legadimov is a Russian national who lived in China, was operating there. What was he doing in Miami, which obviously puts him at risk of being picked up by the FBI? And the second question I have is, what are you learning so far about Bislato's?
Yeah, why is he in Miami if he knows he's a criminal? Like, what the fuck?
And are you seeing any overlap?
Such a good
with the big
question.
exchange, which is in the news lately, which is FTX?
So So I'll start off on your first question. Don't really have anything more to say about Mr. Legedimov's activities in Miami, other than the fact that in the early morning hours he was arrested by agents of the FBI, and we're going to take it from there. And can you repeat your second question?
The second question is, what are you learning about the customer base of BitsLotto, who is using that service? I think Wally Adiemo talked about that a little bit a second ago, and whether you're seeing any overlap between that customer base and the customer base at FTX, which obviously is in the news right now.
Well, I'll start and see if.
Here we go.
Kenneth or the U.S. Attorney want to make any additional comments. I'm not going to speak to the ongoing investigation.
Of course you're not.
Regarding
Of
FTX,
course you're not going to talk about the
Court
eggs.
papers unsealed today, and as referenced by the U.S. Attorney, BitsLotto was being used by a host of cyber criminals.
No one knows about BitsLotto, woman.
High-tech access of crypto crime, used to launder funds, used to buy and sell and host the wallets of those buying and selling illicit goods. But let me see if either the Assistant Attorney General or the U.S. Attorney want to add.
Just to second the comments from our Deputy Attorney General, I would simply note that the defendant here has been charged in a criminal complaint. There is always a possibility that additional charges may follow, and in particular, our investigative efforts continue both here and abroad.
All right. Sadie, Wall Street Journal. Hi there. This question's for the deputy. These questions are for the Deputy Attorney General.
Let me in that room, bro.
Message these coordinated actions should send to the broader crypto markets, and if there is any sort of geopolitical significance to the fact that he was living in China, but was a Russian national. And also, while we have you up here, I am hoping that you might say whether you anticipate your specials counsel investigations will be wrapped up by the end of the year when the midterm election cycle is in full swing.
Well, on your second question, I've got no predictions to make and nothing to add to what the Attorney General announced last week. And on your first question, I think what today's actions really show is, one, we will work in a coordinated and a collaborative fashion with partners here in the United States and more broadly all around the globe.
I mean, that's
to root
definitely
out
true.
Those who seek to exploit the cryptocurrency markets,
That's
those
true.
who seek to find safe haven in countries, whether they're Russia, whether they're China, whether they're places in Europe, and that there is no place that is beyond the reach of U.S. law enforcement and our partners.
Daphne from Reuters, one of our friends from Treasury.
Thank you so much. Did you find any link between BitsLotto and Russia's conflict in Ukraine? And did Russian actors use BitsLotto to circumvent sanctions imposed as a result of the conflict in Ukraine?
So as my colleagues have said, our investigation continues, and what we do know is that Russia has set up an ecosystem that is permissive for cyber criminals and for the ecosystem that allows them to finance those crimes. Our goal is to ensure that Russia can't use cryptocurrency or other means to circumvent our sanctions. That is part of why we use this new authority to go after BitsLotto, to make clear that now they're an international pariah. And our message to those actors who want to use crypto to try and circumvent our sanctions in Russia or in any other jurisdiction in which we put in place sanctions is that we will, in collaboration and coordination with our allies and partners, and with the Department of Justice, find you, go after you, and take actions against you using the tools at our disposal.
I think you had your hand up sometime.
The amount of crypto sent to illicit actors reached an all-time high in 2022. To what degree do you deem these transactions, first of all, as a national security threat for the U.S., specifically when it comes to crypto, but also expanding on the potential sanctions evasion more broadly and beyond Russia as well? To what extent these transactions should be deemed as a threat to the general efficacy of U.S. sanctions?
Well, I'll start and then turn it over to the Deputy Secretary. Look, I think what we have shown in these actions, as well as the takedown of the Hydra darknet marketplace, is that those who are seeking to exploit the cryptocurrency markets by ignoring or flouting the regulations that are put in place and the laws that are put in place to give consumers, to give investors confidence in our markets, to give them confidence in our financial system, we will root that out. We will go after and use whatever tool it takes to find those who are seeking to hide in the shadows and who seek to try and exploit the anonymity that they think the blockchain provides, the anonymity that they think this technology provides. And what our efforts have shown is that that's not the case. Those activities, whether it's laundering the proceeds of ransomware attacks, certainly do pose a security concern. And that's why we will be unrelenting in our efforts, and we will continue to take a coordinated approach, an international and global approach to this challenge. I don't know, Wally, if you want to add.
Ugh, this is so
I agree
boring.
completely with the Deputy Attorney General. What I will say is
So
that,
boring.
there are those who try to use any new technology to try.
I can't even fake how uninterested I am about this topic.
And here, cyber criminals are attempting to use new technology when it comes to virtual assets. And our message to them and our message to the industry is that we expect them to follow the same rules of the road that are followed by other financial institutions and intermediaries, and that ecosystem is a place where we will not permit illicit finance to go on. The action today should be seen by that industry and by actors there who seek to try and evade our sanctions or to violate laws or to in some ways impact our national security as a tool that we will use in the future when it comes to Russia and illicit finance. But as I said earlier, we have other tools that we're prepared to use as well, because our view is that virtual currencies, the traditional financial system, should not be used to transmit an illicit finance, and we're prepared to act to make sure that that is the case.
One last question, Alex Mallon, ABC.
So if convicted, I saw this defendant faces a max of 5 years in prison. With the scale of wrongdoing that you kind of have all outlined, what do you say to people who would kind of say that the punishment here doesn't seem to fit the crime? And then for the deputy, the White House has been saying since the news of these classified documents were found broke, that they hadn't been more forthcoming because of their cooperation with the Justice Department. To be clear, has the Justice Department at any time since November told the White House that they cannot discuss the facts of this case?
So on your second question, I'm not going to comment on anything beyond what the Attorney General has said last week in announcing the appointment of the special counsel and what he has said more broadly, which is that we don't talk about our investigations in a public forum. And for your first question, I'll turn it over to the U.S. Attorney.
Sure. So to be clear, this is, in our view, a serious crime, which we are taking very seriously. The outcome of the case is premature to anticipate that, and it's important to note that the investigation is ongoing. So there could be, as the Assistant Attorney General said, additional charges down the line.
We can get to everybody's questions. We've got some subject matter experts here for folks that have on-topic questions, and I think that's going to do it for us today.
Deputy Attorney General, can you speak to the Republicans who say that you're being unfair to the former president?
Did their boss just walk in and say no more content? Bro, that was wow, what a letdown that was. Okay. What a joke that was. That was a sick joke. And the World Economic Forum just went live. Right after they go offline. These guys go live. What the fuck is happening? What is happening, bro? Okay, do I even recap? Is it even worth? No comments on this stream. So where do I begin? Where do I begin? I'm trying to collect my thoughts right now. And again, we got to give credit to Yuri because Yuri did tell us, and Italy News, I guess, broke it first, that we basically got a nothing burger. Like, that's just the easy way to say it. But what a complete waste of time. How do I highlight what was said? They mentioned that they are going to work collaboratively with other jurisdictions to track you down, criminals. That's pretty much it. I don't know why that had to be live streamed. Maybe that was a show of force. Like, I think there is some implications of like, hey, this is how the government is going to be so serious now, like about crypto crimes. But all that for 700 mil when Sam Bankman-Fried fraud over like billions of dollars, billions. And then they ask how this could be related to FTX and literally didn't want to talk about it. You're just like, nope, we're not talking about it. Screw you. We're not talking about FTX at all. It was just such a nothing burger. Wow. Did we learn anything from that? No, we did not. We didn't learn shit. We didn't learn anything from that. It was a complete waste of time. Honestly. Yeah. This lady gonna break her. Okay, so somebody did tweet at me earlier. Look at the tweet. This lady's gonna break her arm patting herself on the back. Meanwhile, no one has ever heard of Bitslotto. I guarantee you, if you've heard of Bitslotto, you probably were like how this guy said, you're an OG in crypto. He said this right here. If you're active in P2P, then Bitslotto is quite famous, of Russian origin, but in this scenario, it's more political here. But again, my poll. Hey, crypto Twitter. Before today, has anyone even heard of Bitslotto? 20% says who cares, 20% says yes, and 60% so far, and this is going to be 23 hours left until it's over, says no. Go to the poll and vote now and be honest, because if I could vote, I would say no. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of Bitslotto. I tried to look it up during the stream. I think it's probably down. So, like for forever, they probably shut it down. But yeah, it was just a complete nothing burger. Now go back to Eleanor's tweets. This Justice Department to announce an international enforcement action. They made it seem like it was they made it seem like it was the most important thing ever. And clearly it isn't. I guess the role of the Department of Justice is to just say, we got him. But I mean, couldn't this have been just as useful?
We fucking got him.
Couldn't they have just posted this?
Got him. We fucking got him.
They could have posted that and then like put that in the short and then like pinned a comment in the comment section to the article of them getting them. And like they could have made a video. You know? Like, I think our government is so out of touch with how people absorb information these days. And again, I asked the question like this show. Who is this for? Just like this show. Who is this for? It's a cartoon that doesn't want to use Scooby-Doo. And it's using Scooby-Doo shit. Who is it for? Who was this press conference for? It was for the illicit actors, possibly. But they just tanked the markets for no reason. Let's do a refresh here, look at the markets, and then we're gonna end stream. Like, we lost momentum for this announcement. And then Bits Lotto isn't even on the CoinMarketCap. Bits Lotto Inu got, wait a minute, no way. No fucking way. Did someone make a Bits Lotto to USD on Uniswap? There's no way. There is no way. Hold on. Pause. Bits Lotto Inu. It has 50 grand worth of oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna clip this. Wow. That is just incredible. So guys, I try to look up on CoinMarketCap if Bits Lotto was even a thing. Well, it turns out that someone has created Bits Lotto. Bits Lotto Inu. I can't even make this shit up. Bits Lotto Inu is priced at 0.00000500873. It launched on Uniswap at 11:30 and has sold off. Someone minted a Bits Lotto token on Uniswap. Made an ERC20 smart contract. And it's sold off. But people were buying Bits Lotto Inu. You can't make this shit up anymore. You just can't make this shit up, bro. I'm done. All right, that's the clip. Multitasking here. All right. I think that's going to do it for me. This was a complete, utter disappointment. But you know what? it's fine. The markets will sell off. They'll be scared because of the government. I'm not scared of the government anymore. When they do shit like this, kind of laughable. And we gonna continue to build, brother. We're gonna continue to build. We're gonna continue to build things of value. And yeah, we'll let the criminals be criminals, and we won't really give a shit about that because they're gonna do everything they can to caution people away from all this stuff. So
Hey, Austin.
I think they're preparing the masses to get ready for regulation. And I think we do need to be ready for that. But if you're not a bad actor, then whatever, who cares? Like, keep doing you, you know? Thanks for all the commenters. Thanks for the likes on the video or the live stream. Thank you to all that was here. I really appreciate it. I know that the stream was really lame, but yeah, I'm sorry about that. We might do a second stream today on a different topic, probably gaming. Need to upload a short today. We'll do that. And yeah. Things will get better, guys. Don't worry about the good old boogeyman U.S. government making us waste our time. Goodbye, people. See you later. See you next time.